I don't even know how to explain it. Like, they had it too.
Losing Alpha.
They had it too. Like, I didn't see it, but like, they had it too. That was coming down my penis. Then I had like a little side pad where like the tube hooked on so that it wouldn't like fall out.
I know a couple people that permanently catheterized.
Oh, but yeah. So then I had.
We're losing this fight.
Permanently catheterized? They're probably in a retirement home.
You can't pee on your own. So they have to permanently catheterize you.
But it's actually, Shorty, if you think about it, it's really not that bad, because then you don't have to get up to go pee.
Securing Alpha.
Yeah, I screamed. No. They're probably in a retirement home. They're probably stationary. But basically,
yeah, probably.
basically, it hurt when they put it in Shorty. Then.
Didn't talk about my grandfather like that, you asshole.
I'm sorry, but once.
It's okay. This is rude.
But once I got it in, that's when like the pain. I felt relief because the initial pain was done, but I still had pain because it was burning when I got catheterized and I was actually peeing. But I mean, I guess after a while, I mean, after day 3, you probably don't even feel it anymore. So then. Yeah, I know, but so back to my story. So then I had a tube, I had the little thing that latched onto my side, Donnelly. There was like a sticker. I had a sticker, and then went down, and it went off the bed into like a container. And like the first time they emptied it, I looked. The container's probably the size of a cereal box, and like wider, but also height-wise same. And he's like, "Yeah, that's a lot. That thing's full. I gotta empty that." The thing, like, it holds a liter, Donnelly. That container held a liter. He dumped it, and then when he dumped it, I still peed more.
Oh yeah,
Securing B.
After my surgery, I kept peeing all night. I filled a liter of the thing 3 fucking times within an hour.
No, but Donnelly, you see the reason why I peed so much? The reason why I peed so much is because when I first woke up, I was in a children's hospital. They're like, "Do you want anything to drink?" They're like, "Orange juice, milk, apple juice." I was like, "Give me some apple juice." And then at the hospital, they gave me apple juice.
Hostile you.
I don't know. It's just, it was welcoming because it was like, it's kind of like it's over. It's time for the recovery, basically. And I was just like, yes. And like honestly, Shorty, until you're like 20 or whatever the age limit is for children's hospital, go to a children's hospital for surgery. It's so much more comfortable. Like,
I had a pretty comfortable time.
Securing Bravo.
Yeah, I know, but Donnelly, yours was in a rush, and you were. But I mean, mine like pre-op, like they made you feel comfortable.
I had surgery the next fucking day. What do you mean it wasn't a rush?
Oh, I thought you had surgery immediately after you got hurt.
They set it back immediately, but that's about it. Next
day I
had actual surgery.
What they do?
Halftime.
The way it was broken, they had to physically break it and move my ankle back in the rate of the instead of like it was. My ankle completely dislocated out. My foot completely came off my ankle. My foot completely came off my ankle. My ankle dislocated out, and I shattered my fibula. They had to push my ankle in, set my foot back, and twisted it back the way it was supposed to be.
So basically, whenever I think of it, I think of The Longest Yard when he breaks his nose. He's like, "Oh, it looks better now." That's what it reminds me of.
They did that about maybe 2 hours ago.
Were you awake for it, or did they like give you anything?
No, they fucking gave me shit.
Did you feel it still though?
No, fuck that. Never feel the thing.
Enemy took B.
That night was horrible though.
Yeah.
I screamed the shit out of nurses because I couldn't have anything to eat after midnight, eat or drink.
Because of the surgery.
But I was so nauseous from how much morphine they gave me and the anesthesia, I couldn't eat till about like 11:50.
Jeez, so you must have been hungry as hell.
I was hungry as hell, and they gave me a fucking bowl of cereal. They gave me a little ass. Oh hell no! They gave me this little ass bowl of cereal. I'm like, I'm looking at it. Can I have some more? I asked them, I got some more.
Securing B.
So I get some more. So I'm chowing down this cereal, dude. It was too good.
How was the hospital food? Honestly, how was the hospital food?
It was actually banging.
Like what else did you get other than cereal?
You would be surprised some of the dinners I got.
Losing Charlie.
One of the dinners I got was roast beef. Oh.
We're being dominated.
But yeah, let me tell you about my children's hospital experience.
I had a honey baked ham. Oh.
Ooh. But Donnelly, we had to my surgery was the first surgery of the day. It was at 7 o'clock, so it's in Northeast Philly. We gotta find it. So we got there at 6, which means I got up at 4:45. Actually, no, I think I got up. Yeah, I got up anywhere from 4:45. Got out. My dad actually, which is really awkward because it was my dad who drove us. So it was me and my dad in the front seat, my mom in the back seat. Let me remind you, my parents are divorced.
Good.
And they haven't spoken in probably about 3 years because my dad it's just like, I'm done with you. My mom's like, bitch, you gotta do this shit. And so like it's like we get there and we have to wait in the lobby because like the registration wasn't open yet because we got there so early. And so when we finally get up there, they're like we enter there and they're like a nurse comes out. She has like a flip book. She's like, this is what's gonna happen, just so you know. First things first, I got weighed and all that for the anesthesia. The bitch nurse was like 4'11". She's a fucking fat ass black nurse. She's like, all right, I'm gonna measure your height. Stand on this, and I did. And she put the thing down and she's like, all right, 5'8". I was like, what?
Hostile UAV.
I was like, hell nah. And she was like 5'8", and then she was like 225.5. And my mom was like, see, you must have put on some weight. I was like, hey, 0.5? I was like, I don't care. My dad's like, oh, they round up so technically it's 226. And I was like, shut up. So then...
It don't matter. Fucking pounds and pounds, dude. You could lose
I
that
know.
in an hour.
Be locked down.
And I lost 14 other pounds after the surgery anyway. So then I get into the room where, like, I gotta change. I gotta put a hospital gown on. What they do is that they just close a little thin thing around the bed. And they say take off all your clothes, no socks. There's socks in the bag for you to wear. And I can see people walking by. There's also like a little like line where the sheet thing ends and like the other one from the other one begins. And I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. So I do it.
When I went for my second surgery to take out the screw, they actually gave me the option to go into the bathroom and doing that, which is what I did.
Yeah, I didn't get that option. So then.
Reloading.
So then I almost flashed my dad because like when the gown, the way I got in, I did like a limousine Britney Spears. So I flashed my dad. So then I had to try again. I got into the bed. I was kind of nervous. What they did, they gave you a nice warm blanket to put over your legs so like you don't flash anyone else. They gave you a nice warm blanket. And then they gave me some Valium just to give me a little loopy. They're like, you may not remember the ride to the operating room. I was kind of in and out. Like I remember them like, all right, time to go. They take me. I remember going down the hallway. I remember looking out the window like, ah. And then I black out. And I remember like in the operating room and like I remember having a full blanket over me, like up to my neck. It's nice and warm. They have the mask on me, and like I kind of like move a little bit just to get myself more comfortable. She's like, I have my eyes closed, and this person's like, "Are you alright, Zach?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm just rearranging myself."
I'm scared shitless of anesthesia.
Yeah, I know. But then after that, I just remember waking up, getting some fucking apple juice, and like, let's get the fuck out of here.